Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
Hey everybody, it's Anthony. Welcome to another episode of Is It Worth It? Today is actually a follow-up video, my first ever Is It Worth It follow-up video. So a little over a year ago, I did a Is It Worth It on the BEHR DeckOver suite of products. So not only DeckOver, but their cleaning agent as well. And if you go back and see the video, you'll see that I recommended DeckOver, but I didn't recommend their cleaning solution. So over the course of the last year, I have gotten tons of comments and questions, and I want to thank you guys all for those likes, comments, and questions, and especially the subscriptions to my channel. I really do appreciate it. And if I haven't gotten to your question, I just missed it. So ask me again. I'll do my best to get to you. But one thing that's been a common theme is everyone's basically been saying, so it's been like a year now, how's the deck holding up? So that's what this video is. I want to kind of just give you guys a brief overview of what we're looking at now about 13 months after I've applied the DeckOver. So one thing I do want to mention is this white haze that you're going to see on the deck itself. You see it on the banister, you see it on the deck. My wife and I have no idea what that's from. We don't think it's from the DeckOver because it's on some areas, but totally not on others. Our best guess is that it comes from a product like an insecticide or kind of a bug repellent. We really don't know for sure, but that's our best guess because, like I said, it's really prevalent on some areas, but it doesn't exist at all on other areas of the deck, and that's just kind of our best guess. If anybody does have an idea of what this is, please let me know. Let me know how to clean it, because we've tried to clean it with soap and water, getting like dish detergent and water, spraying it on and scrubbing it. Does not come off. When it's wet, you won't see it. It'll go away, but as soon as it dries, it comes right back. Now, I won't hold that against the DeckOver, because I don't think it's from the DeckOver, but I did just want to address that issue because that's something that you might see in the video. So getting to the DeckOver itself. Overall, I'm actually still pretty happy with the product 13 months later. If you take a look, there's really not much peeling that you'll see. One reason for this that I think it is because if you watch the first video, I really went into how when you coat the deck, you should really try to get in between the boards. I saw a number of videos that said that was really important to seal that deck over, to seal the board completely. Don't just go over the top, go in between. And to accomplish this, I really used paintbrushes. They recommend rollers, but I think a roller won't really get in between for you. So I would use a brush. It's a pain in the butt and takes a ton of time. But I think it'll give you a much better outcome than using a roller. I think it's worth the time, as much of a pain in the butt as it is. Now, while we don't see a ton of peeling, we do see peeling in one area. So I do want to point that out. If you come over here, this is something that we just noticed recently over the last few days. It's a very small area, but it did come up here. So I don't know why here and not other places. It's kind of in the middle of the board. As you can see, the DeckOver still is still on the board, in between the boards. So it's not that I didn't seal it appropriately here. As you can see, I can kind of move it off a little bit. So I have no idea why it came off there, but it's such a small area, not what is that, 3/4 of an inch in size. I can go, and I probably will today, get a gallon of DeckOver from Home Depot and just use it for touch-ups as needed. So it's been about 2 weeks since I shot the beginning part of this video that you just watched, and I was just getting ready to edit it so I could bring it to you guys when my wife and I noticed something that I had to include it. So this is a late edit to the video, but I really think it's important to call out to you guys. And this is on our steps that lead up to our deck that we also deck over. And as you can see right here, there's a very big spot that I don't know if it's got worn away, if it chipped away, but this was some of the best work that we did actually, because as I said earlier in both this video and the original video, what you really want to do is cover the sides to make that complete seal. And obviously, this was very easy to do on the steps. And you can see some of the other steps are still holding up pretty well. But this is about a 3-inch section here that's either chipped off or worn off. And then here's another about inch, maybe an inch and a half over here. So not great, especially considering it's only been about 13, 14 months at this point. and you're supposed to get 10 years out of DeckOver. So at the end of the day, what's the verdict? I would say it really depends. It depends on your unique situation. If you're somebody that doesn't have a budget, then by all means, go for a Trex solution, something like that. Trex makes a great product. It won't do this to you, and it'll be a lot easier for you to install. But if you are on a budget and you don't have unlimited money to spend, or if you do want to go Trex but you're not sure of the color and want to try it out for a year, then I guess DeckOver could be a good option for you because there's really not that much else to choose from. Are you going to get 10 years? As you've seen in this video, absolutely not. So go into it knowing that you're going to have to touch up here and there, but really what else is there? I mean, sure, you can stain, which might be a good option if you're just looking for a one-year solution to kind of figure out what color you want on a Trex. But if you're looking for it to last for a while, a stain's really not going to hold up even as well as DeckOver is. So you're kind of stuck unless there's a DeckOver-like product from another manufacturer. So at the end of the day, would I say it's worth it? It totally depends on your financial situation. You have the money for it, go for Trex. If not, you're probably going to have to suck it up and go DeckOver. But that's my verdict. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I appreciate every one of you. And don't forget, I absolutely try my best to answer every single comment. If I don't get to yours, just hit me again because I will respond. So thanks so much. I'll see you guys next time.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.